Imagine a book so mysterious that for over 600 years, no one has been able to read it. A book filled with bizarre, otherworldly illustrations of plants that don't exist, strange celestial diagrams, and a script that defies all attempts at translation. This is the Voynich Manuscript, a puzzle wrapped in a riddle hidden inside an enigma. The Voynich Manuscript is not just an ancient text, it is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in the world of cryptography, linguistics, and history. The Voynich Manuscript is relatively small. It measures approximately 9.3 inches by 6.4 inches. It is composed of 240 pages of fine vellum. What makes the Voynich Manuscript truly remarkable is its content. The manuscript is filled with dense, flowing text written in an unknown script that has never been deciphered. This script, often referred to as Voyniches, consists of characters that resemble no known alphabet or language with symbols that appear to be written in a careful, consistent hand. The text flows smoothly from line to line, suggesting that whoever wrote it was fluent in this mysterious script, though its meaning remains elusive. Accompanying the text are numerous illustrations which are as puzzling as the script itself. These drawings are scattered throughout the manuscript and are divided into several distinct sections. The Haror section, which is the most prominent part of the manuscript, features detailed illustrations of plants, many of which are unlike any known species. The plants are depicted in a stylized manner, often with exaggerated roots, leaves, and flowers, accompanied by paragraphs of indecipherable text. Then there is the Astronomical section. This section contains diagrams of what appear to be celestial bodies, including the sun, moon, and stars, as well as intricate secular charts that may represent the zodiac or other astronomical phenomena. Some of the charts are adorned with images of women, many of whom are depicted nude and holding stars or other celestial objects. The biological section contains illustrations of what seem to be biological and anatomical structures. These drawings include complex, interconnected shapes and tubes, sometimes resembling organs or internal systems, accompanied by more of the mysterious text. There is the Pharmaceutical and recipe section. This part of the manuscript contains illustrations of various jars and vessels, possibly used for storing herbal remedies or alchemical substances. The overall quality of the illustrations and the uniformity of the text suggest that the manuscript was created by a skilled scribe or group of scribes. The use of high-quality vellum, as well as the careful, deliberate handwriting, indicates that it was a work of significant effort and expense. The story of the Voynich Manuscript's discovery begins in 1912 when a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich stumbled upon it during a visit to the Villa Mondragon, a Jesuit college near Rome. Voynich, always on the lookout for unique and valuable texts, was immediately struck by the manuscript's peculiar appearance. The manuscript was part of a larger collection that has been stored away in the college's library, and its mysterious nature intrigued Voynich. Recognizing its potential significance, Voynich acquired the manuscript and brought it to the attention of the scholarly world. However, the manuscript's journey didn't begin with Voynich. The earliest confirmed mention of the Voynich manuscript comes from a letter dated 1665 or 1666 written by Johannes Marcus Marci, a rector of Charles University in Prague, to Athanasius Kecher, a renowned Jesuit scholar. In this letter, Marci mentions that the manuscript had been a prized possession of Emperor Rudolf II of the Holy Roman Empire, who reportedly purchased it for 600 ducats, a significant sum at the time. Rudolf was known for his interest in the occult, alchemy, and mysterious texts, making the manuscript a fitting addition to his collection. However, how the manuscript came into Rudolf's possession remains unknown. Before its time with Emperor Rudolf II, There are several theories regarding the manuscript's origin. Some researchers speculate that it may have been created in Italy, possibly in the early 15th century. This theory is supported by the carbon dating of the vellum, which places the manuscript's creation between 1404 and 1438. The Italian Renaissance was a period rich in scholarly activity, with a particular interest in botany, astronomy, and alchemy, all subjects that seem to be represented in manuscripts. Another theory suggests that the manuscript may have passed through the hands of John Dee, a famed English mathematician, astronomer, and occultist, and his associate Edward Kelly. Dee was known for his extensive library of rare and esoteric works, and it is believed that he may have owned the manuscript during his travels in Europe. According to some accounts, Dee and Kelly may have sold the manuscript to Rudolf II as part of their dealings in Prague, though concrete evidence of this transaction is lacking. The manuscript's journey after Rudolf II's ownership is equally enigmatic. After the emperor's death, it is thought that the manuscripts remained in Prague, eventually coming into the possession of George Baresk, an alchemist who was intrigued by its contents. Baresk spent years trying to decipher the manuscript and eventually sought the help of Athanasius Kircher, sending him copies of the text in hopes that Kircher could unlock its secrets. Despite Kircher's best efforts, the manuscripts remained undeciphered. Following Kircher's death, the manuscript seemingly disappeared from the historical record until it was rediscovered by Wilfrid Voynich in 1912 at the Villa Mondragon, a Jesuit college near Rome. It is unclear how the manuscript ended up in the college's library, though it is possible that it was stored there after Kircher's death along with other materials from his collection. At the heart of the Voynich Manuscript's enduring mystery lies its script. Dubbed Voyniches, this script is composed of roughly 20 to 30 unique characters, though variations and combinations complicate this count. The characters are unlike any known alphabet or language, and despite extensive efforts, the script has resisted all attempts at decipherment. The script is written from left to right in a flowing cursive style with consistent spacing between words and lines. This uniformity suggests that whoever created this manuscript was fluent in this script, indicating that it may have been a well-established system rather than a one-time cipher or code. The characters themselves are a mix of simple shapes such as circles, lines, and loops, and more complex ornate symbols that appear to have no direct analogues in known writing systems. The illustrations within the Voynich Manuscript are as perplexing as the script itself. These drawings span a wide range of subjects, from botanical and biological depictions to astronomical and cosmological diagrams, or rendered in a style that is both detailed and otherworldly. The Haror section is the most extensive and prominently features illustrations of plants, many of which are detailed and intricately drawn. However, what makes these illustrations particularly puzzling is that the majority of the plants depicted do not correspond to any known species, while some plants bear a vague resemblance to existing flora. Some researchers have suggested that one of the manuscript illustrations resembles a sunflower, particularly because of its large, round flower head and radiating petals. However, the plant's other features, such as its leaves and stems, do not match the sunflower exactly, leading to debates over this identification. This illustration is thought to resemble a water lily with broad, rounded leaves and a flower that sits atop a long stem. The plant's aquatic nature and the presence of similar flowers in the manuscript have led some to suggest this identification. These resemblances are often speculative and have not led to any definitive identification of the plants in the Voynich manuscripts. The other plants appear to be entirely fantastical, with exaggerated or unusual features such as roots, leaves, and flowers. Each plant is typically accompanied by a block of text, suggesting that these illustrations might have been intended as part of a herbal or medicinal guide. The astronomical section of the manuscript contains a series of diagrams and charts that appear to depict celestial bodies and phenomena. These include illustrations of the sun, moon, and stars, as well as secular diagrams that might represent the zodiac or other astronomical cycles. Some of these diagrams are intricately detailed, featuring concentric circles, radiating lines, and what might be representations of constellations or planetary movements. One of the most curious aspects of these astronomical illustrations is the inclusion of human figures, particularly women, who are often depicted nude and holding stars or other celestial objects. These figures are arranged in circular patterns and sometimes appear to be interacting with the astronomical elements, adding to the sense of mystery. The biological section of the manuscript features illustrations that are perhaps the most abstract and difficult to interpret. These drawings include a series of interconnected shapes, tubes, and structures that resemble anatomical or biological forms, though their exact nature is unknown. Some researchers have suggested that these illustrations might represent internal organs, circulatory systems, or other bodily structures. In addition to these abstract forms, this section also includes depiction of nude female figures often shown in bathing scenes or interacting with the strange tube-like structures. The meaning behind these illustrations is heavily debated, with some scholars proposing that they might relate to medieval medical practices or fertility rites, while others see them as purely symbolic or allegorical. The pharmaceutical section of this manuscript includes illustrations of various jars, vessels, and containers, along with small plants and roots. The final section of the manuscript, often referred to as the recipes section, contains dense blocks of text divided into short paragraphs, each beginning with a star-shaped symbol. While this section contains fewer illustrations, the presence of these symbols suggests that it might have been intended as a collection of recipes or remedies. One of the most debated aspects of the Voynich Manuscript is its origin. Several theories attempt to pinpoint where and when the manuscript was created. Many scholars believe that the manuscript was created in medieval Europe, likely during the early 15th century. This theory is supported by the carbon dating of the vellum, which places its creation between 1404 and 1438. The manuscript's illustrations, particularly those in the herbal and astronomical sections, also suggest a European origin, as they resemble the style of medieval European manuscripts. Some researchers propose that the manuscript may have been created in Italy during the Renaissance, a time of great intellectual and artistic activity. The manuscript's intricate drawings and the possibility of encoded scientific or alchemical knowledge align with the interests of Renaissance scholars. The Voynich Manuscript might have been a part of this scholarly tradition created by an unknown author to preserve or transmit esoteric knowledge. In addition to scholarly theories, the Voynich Manuscript has inspired a number of speculative and fringe ideas, reflecting its status as one of history's greatest mysteries. One of the more outlandish theories is that the manuscript was created by extraterrestrial beings or contains information about alien technology. Proponents of this theory point to the manuscript's undeciphered scripts and strange illustrations as evidence of its otherworldly origin. However, this theory lacks credible evidence and is widely dismissed by scholars. Another fringe theory suggests that the manuscript might be the work of a lost civilization, one that possessed advanced knowledge and technology. This theory posits that the manuscript was created to preserve the knowledge of this civilization, which was later forgotten or destroyed. While intriguing, this theory is also speculative and not supported by concrete evidence. Despite the many theories and speculations that have been proposed, the true nature of the Voynich Manuscript remains elusive. Each theory offers a possible explanation, but none have been definitely proven, leaving the manuscript's origin, purpose, and meaning open to interpretation. As we reach the end of our journey through the mysteries of the Voynich Manuscript, one thing becomes abundantly clear. This text is more than just an ancient puzzle. It's a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. For over 600 years, the Voynich Manuscript has challenged the brightest minds in history. Despite countless theories, sophisticated cryptographic analysis, and even the application of modern AI, the manuscript continues to hold its secrets close, revealing just enough to tantalize, but never enough to satisfy. In an age where information is readily accessible and answers are just often a click away, the manuscript stands as a rare enigma, a relic from a time when not all knowledge was meant to be easily understood. The Voynich Manuscript reminds us that some mysteries may never be fully solved, and perhaps that's part of its enduring charm. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of one of history's most intriguing puzzles. If you have your own theories or thoughts about the Voynich Manuscript, I would love to hear them. Feel free to share in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into other great mysteries.